Hi, everybody. It's Craig and Arun back with your Wednesday college football. We got 2 games for you here on Wednesday. Got a full slate all week long. We got football every day, and we do every game, both college football and NFL. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Put in the comments what you like for today, or if you have questions on what we like, always put it in the comments section. Also, don't forget about the free $60 account for new customers, docsports.com/ICCT. They get you, for all new customers, a free $60 to use however you like. If you are an existing customer, we got something special for you. 20% off this week. Spicy 20. So instead of $99 for a week pass or $30 for a top play, you can get the extra 20% off. Make sure you use it over at the website. That's just good for Indian Cowboy or myself. It's not good for any other Coppers, FYI. All right, guys, here's what we like for today's games. We've got the first game IC will do, Delaware at Jacksonville State. We've been big fans, especially IC, of Delaware all season long. They are 2.5-point favorite at Jacksonville State. Total of 57. What do you like here?
Well, Delaware comes off a game at home where they were favored by 2.5 against Western Kentucky, and they lost, and they're going to be pissed. This team beat Connecticut, which is tough to do against a Jim Mora team. They beat FIU 38-16 on the road. They played well against Colorado. I respect that. And, Delaware State, 35-17. Not bad, right? And Jacksonville State, of course, comes in beating Sam Houston State, but they didn't cover the 7-point chalk. Lost to Southern Miss, beat Murray, lost to Georgia Southern, and beat Liberty. So you do have a 3-2 and a 3-3 team here. I will tell you that Jacksonville State lost to UCF by 10-17, but then again, I'm not a big fan of UCF anyway. So that's what you have here, okay? You have them on a total of 57, too. A lot of these games are going to be pretty high scoring, I think, on these weekdays for the next couple of days. So keep that in mind. Look, the Delaware Blue Hens, at the end of the day, return, I think it was about a total of 16 players, right? Coach Ryan Carty has an offensive background. He's an offensive coordinator. He's leading Delaware in his 4th year. Jacksonville State, of course, has a new coach, Charles Kelly. He comes from a defensive-minded background, having served as a co-defensive coordinator over at Auburn and other places before he was hired as well. I think what happens here is I like the fact that Delaware on the money line. I like the fact that Delaware comes off of a loss to Western Kentucky. This is a team that already won a big game against FIU on the road, and they played against Colorado. They've had that experience. They beat Connecticut at home. And Jacksonville State coming off, beating Sam Houston State is fine, but this is a team that's given up 42 points to Southern Miss, 27 points to Sam Houston, 41 points to Georgia Southern, and 24 points to Liberty. Delaware has Ryan Carty's a fantastic coach. Okay, he's a fantastic offensive-minded coach, and this was a game where Delaware was up 17-10 at the half, and then they gave up 17 points in the third quarter, and they eventually ended up losing. I think Delaware money line is the way to go. Craig, on Wednesday, UTEP is on the road at the aforementioned Sam Houston State. UTEP is 1-5, and Sam Houston State is 0-6. Between both these teams, their records are 1-11. You have a Sam Houston State team that won 41-21 last year. Does UTEP get their revenge?
I gave UTEP a chance last week. I thought they would play, and actually I thought they beat Liberty, to be honest. They didn't show up the first half. They did the second half. They beat them 8-6 in the second half. But their problem is consistently scoring. They actually held Texas in earlier this year. The problem is they just don't score. They lost 27-10 to Texas. You think you hold the Texas at 27, you're like, hey, they did cover. Obviously, that was a 39.5-point spread. I just don't think I can give anybody the way they struggled last week. Sam Houston was the opposite for me. Sam Houston looked really good against a Jacksonville State team that's been better than I thought they would be after they lost their coaching staff and everything, Rich Rod to West Virginia. They've really shown something there. They gave Jacksonville State, Sam Houston did everything last week, losing 29-27. They play like that, they will win this game. So I'm going to take them on the money line. I think they win outright. I'm not going to mess with the points. Let's take Sam Houston on the money line. Now, that's your plays for Wednesday. Don't forget, we do every day game for college football by day. So make sure you search them out. At the end of the screen, you can click the button to make sure you get on all of them. So we'll have Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday college football. And then, of course, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday in the NFL. All right, don't forget, use that promo code 20% off. Also, if you wanted some extra value, we call it the Edge here at YouTube Premium. It's for $49.99. You get all 3 levels, and you get a bunch of extra videos. It's about a $3,000 value at just $49.99 a month. Click the YouTube Premium link below. Good luck. We'll see you again next time.